in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to be doing right now on this reaction video, on this educational video, I'm going to educate you about why you should not be romantic to women, in my most humble opinion. Not to today's westernized women who have that mindset of independence, who has that mindset of I don't need a man, because these type of women, they are like sponges. They will soak up everything that you give them and hardly release anything back in return. They are going to withdraw from you, from your spirit, from your soul, from your finances, but they are not going to want to deposit anything into you. So you're wasting your time. You're wasting precious time. So I'm going to show you with these clips that I'm going to use out of fair use, what happens when you go over the top, when you are extremely romantic to a woman, and I want you to see how they don't appreciate it. And I'm going to break down what romance is to you in a moment. But I want to show you these clips. I want to show you why romance is not what you need to make a relationship work. Now let's go ahead and I know it sounds crazy, but give me time to get to that. Hold on, as I pull it up on your screen.
You say he's too clingy. Why do you say that?
This is one of my biggest issues. He's clingy because he does things females would do. Like if we're watching a movie and I'm not laying.
Understand that she just called her man a bitch. Whenever a woman says that a man is doing something that females would do, that is essentially what she is meaning, okay? This man is clingy. That's what she says. Now, everyone knows that being clingy, it can be annoying if they overdo it, but being clingy to a woman is actually a show of affection, okay? It's romantic to want to hold your woman, to want to kiss on your woman, to want to kiss on her neck, to console her, to hug her, and to cuddle with her and all that shit. That is romance. That is intimacy, okay? That is intimacy. But she doesn't like that because that's too feminine for her. There are women like that who are not in touch with their femininity to where they cannot accept expressions of masculinity. If a man wants to hold his woman in his strong arms, he want to put his strong arms around his woman, kiss on her, tell her that she's beautiful and stuff like that, he's expressing affection through masculinity. But there are so many women that are so detached from their femininity that they cannot receive that from a man. You understand that? Because they have so many masculine traits within themselves. Like I say, I call them masculinity adopters because they adopt traits of masculinity. And like I said in my previous video, whenever a woman adopts one trait of masculinity, she deletes one trait of femininity. You get what I'm saying? If you are very aggressive, then you have deleted your ability to be submissive to a man because you're taking on the masculinity trait of aggression. You get what I'm saying? That is normally found in a man, a particular kind. Anyway, I get into that. I'm sorry about that.
Watching a movie and I'm not laying right up on him, it's an issue. Even when I'm laying on him, if I'm not close enough or if he's not all the way touching me, it's an issue. If we're out in public, he has to be all over me. He has to, I guess, prove a point that I'm his girlfriend to everybody.
That's not a point that he's trying to prove. It's called public displays of affection. We are living in a time right now, gentlemen, that when you are romantic to a woman and you want to express these certain type of behaviors to your woman that you think is your woman, they are rejecting that. Now, I'm not going to say that's a simp move. I'm not going to say that because if you are, I am talking about simp sometimes, but this is not a simp move. If a man really cares about a woman and you signed up on this, lady, you signed up for this, you knew what type of man you had when you got him. You already knew that he was one of those type of men who expresses his emotion. There's just men like that. But they will also fight men. They are not punks. They're not suckers. They're not simps. But where he messed up is that he decided to show that to the wrong woman. That's where he failed at, okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with showing public displays of affection towards your woman. It's not. This type of woman, when they start doing that, ladies and gentlemen, they are cheating on you. Or they have already emotionally checked out the relationship. They are biding their time to get out. They have a plan on how to get out. They have an exit strategy, how to get away from you. If you are that way to a woman and she chooses to stay with you, there's another man or she's planning to get away from you and she's only using you for now until she get all her shit together to where she can say, okay, I'm confident enough to step out and leave him indefinitely.
Prove a point that I'm his girlfriend to everybody else that may be around. Like, there was this one specific time we were shopping in the mall, and, you know, he likes to do lovey-dovey stuff in person in front of people. I don't like that on private. So he started being all over me, walking behind me, bear hugging me. I'm tripping over his feet, just looking stupid, and, you know, and he just don't stop, and it's just like irritating.
Notice, he's showing affection, hugging up on her, showing the world that he loves this woman, and she says it's stupid. Now, let me explain what I said about romance doesn't work. Romance, the only thing that romance can do is fulfill lust and create memories. Let me explain that. When you put those rose petals on her bed before you made love to her, you created a memory and you fulfilled lust. When you took her to the zoo and kissed her in front of the giraffes and the hippopotamus, for example, you created a memory. When you took her out in public and you was passionate, one of the quickie in the woods or someplace public because you're freaky like that, you created a memory and you fulfilled lust. Romance does not create commitment. Romance is just something that brings pleasure and memories. So this is why a lot of men who are divorced from their women because they left them, they will tell you that there was very romantic moments in their lives. They done made love to each other. He took her out to nice places, had a romantic dinner and stuff. All these things that this man did for this woman, but it was not enough to keep her there because romance never keeps a person there. Okay? It's just a physical pleasure. It's not rooted in commitment. In order for you to have a strong relationship, you have to be committed. And commitment is tested by trials, tribulations, and struggles. It's an intentional thought process where you say, I'm not going to give up no matter what happens. That is what keeps relationships going. But if you base it on feel-good moments, it's not going to work. This is why you can buy people $1 million worth of things and all this other stuff. And I'm going to show that. And they'll still leave you because romance does not keep a relationship going. Let's keep going.
And he just don't stop, and it's just like irritate me the whole time. And I'm just like, he could tell I'm getting irritated, and he knows why, but he just feels like it's okay because we're out in public. But he also knows me too. He went to go slap my butt, and I turned around and I had a reflex, is what I call it, and I slapped him because you know how I get, like, don't.
She slapped her man for showing love to her. She slapped her man in the face because he slapped her rear end, showing affection. Don't let this woman deceive you. I'm telling this woman's cheating on him or ready to leave. Whenever you see a woman, gentlemen, if you're in a relationship and she starts acting like the biggest bitch you ever seen, she becomes more difficult, more argumentative and stuff like that. She's trying to break up with you. She's trying to give you the opportunity to leave her most time, but she's trying to get away from you. The love is gone. And this is why this woman is embarrassing him right now on national television, because she is through with him, but he's hanging on.
Try to force it out in public because you think you're going to get away with it.
Mr. Mitchell, what do you have to say about what she just said? Did she describe it accurately, or is there something else going on?
She described it as accurate as she wanted to.
Now, let's get to part 2. I want y'all to understand this, gentlemen. Romance does not keep a woman, okay? It doesn't. A lot of you think if I do this and do that for her and show her I'm the perfect guy, she'll stay. She won't. You have to do other things to try to make a woman stay, to try to make her want to be with you. This shit right here, buying her Ciroc and taking her to buying Nobu, that don't work.
You say you feel suffocated with his love.
Yeah, he's just...
He wants too much touching, too much sex.
It's overwhelming, and it makes me not, like, the more he pressures me to want to be intimate or all that, the more it makes me not want to do that. So it puts me in a situation.
If a woman is into you and she loves you, she does not feel pressured into being intimate with you. She will not feel pressured into sleeping with you if she's really feeling you, regardless of how long y'all been together. Pay attention to what she's saying.
Intimate or all that, the more it makes me not want to do that. So it puts me in a situation where it's like I feel like I have to make excuses. I have to come up with reasons to not do things with him. Like, it was one specific time where he went all out. Like, I was at work and he went all out, got a hotel room, made it nice, you know, because he just wanted to do that for me.
Right.
That specific night, it just wasn't my night. I wasn't in the mood. I'm a real moody person sometimes, especially when I get off of work. And basically, you know, he surprised me, brought me to the room, opened the door, and I see everything. And, you know, most women would be like, oh, babe, no, thank you, and I appreciate this. But my feelings was, like, dang, I'm trapped. Like, now we're here. Now we're here, and I have to make an excuse to, you know, find my way out of this situation because I just wasn't in the
Women
mood.
come in here by the dozen talking about their man don't do anything romantic for them, that they don't love them, that they don't express this. This man over here rubbing your feet on the way to work, and then got a hotel room for you with all the trappings when you're done, and you don't want it. Tell me about that, Mr. Mitchell.
I just feel
I
like
understand how you feel, but go ahead and say it.
she don't know how to accept this real love. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, maybe she ain't never seen it before in her life, never had it thrown at her like
See,
that.
this is where you mess up at. A lot of gentlemen do this. A lot of men put themselves in a delusional state of mind. When you are being good to somebody and she's not being well receptive of that, you begin to make excuses. Well, she never had a good man like me. All the other men was trash. All these other things and this and that. You have to face the truth that she doesn't like your ass. She doesn't want to be with you. She's not feeling you like that. And if you are completely different from all the other men she ever had before, she's just doing something with you. Her type is her type. If her type is a Pookie and Nook Nook and Ray Ray, and then she's doing something with you different, she still won't Pookie, Nook Nook and Ray Ray. You're just something different, a new shiny toy.
Never seen it before in her life, never had it thrown at her like that, but I'm real.
He plays a lot of mind games too. He's a very
What kind of mind game?
people person. Like he can talk, you know what I'm saying?
Well, what kind of mind game?
He's just like, he's controlling in a way to, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
I'm controlling, but I'm the one rubbing the feet.
Okay, because you rub my feet once, that don't mean nothing.
that
That's
was
one
one.
little thing. That don't define our whole relationship because you rub my feet. Ooh, so what? Like,
Well, let me ask you this. You believe that Mr. Mitchell is cheating on you. I want you to tell me why you believe, after all of this love and PDA and intimacy in your direction, you believe he's actually cheating on you.
Now, unfortunately, I don't have the other clip. I seen it, but then I lost it. Now, the other clip that is going to reveal the fact of he wasn't cheating. It turned out that she was cheating on him. Like I said earlier, she was doing that shit because she's trying to get away from him, and she waiting for the other man to accept her so she can jump boat. You got to find that yourselves on that show, but I had it, then some happened, I deleted it or something like that, but all that complaining, all that romantic shit. Now, let me show you Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan was dating Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey, daughter, whatever it is, stepdaughter, whatever hell she is. But he went the same way. He tried to be extremely romantic, and then after he announced their relationship, she broke up with him a month later. This man rented out an aquarium, had Nobu, a very high-end restaurant, catered the event, spent thousands and thousands on top of thousands, and got nice penthouse and stuff just for Valentine's Day. For her to break up with him. He was extremely romantic. Let me show it to you. And I want you to pay attention. There you go. He rented all that out. They are in an aquarium. All the roses. There's Michael B. Jordan. Lori Harvey is holding the camera. Look at the meal.
Appreciate you, my girl.
He said, I appreciate you, my girl. He probably spent thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars on the meal alone. This is romantic, right? Then look at this. Got a room, penthouse. Look at all these. You know these flowers ain't cheap. All these candles and stuff. This man probably spent about $10,000 doing this shit. Or more. Being romantic with a woman who left him about a month later after he announced that they are together. All right? He was just dating. Romance doesn't keep you together, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this shit. Look at this extravagant shit that he was doing. Look at this now. And they are not together right now, to this day. So I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, romance doesn't work on modern day women, okay? You only can do that for certain types of women. You live in a day and age right now where everybody thinks like, gimme, 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 gimme. and you are expendable and you are disposable. Okay? Understand what I'm saying? Hope y'all learned from this today. Y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you again later soon. All right? Bye.